welcome to another Wizards Unite live stream. So today we have quite a bit going on. We are going to be trying to find oddities in and around my area, and we are going to be dueling them. So that is going to be pretty intense. We're going to see how many different kinds we can add relationship with Bellatrix for sure. And she's in a portrait, so very cool. So we have overpowered the confoundable, so this is good. And there is our very first fragment of her portrait. So we need 4 of those in order for it to kind of go on our poster. So we need to kind of, again, make sure that we collect a whole bunch of them. So pretty important that we do that. So our rewards summary here, a bit more as we go along here in the stream. All right, so what are we going to come across next? Newt Scamander. Uh-oh. I think this dark wizard here is trying to take memories. What on earth are they doing? This is horrible. Newt, no. We must save Newt. That's so cool that we came across. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, my traces are super bad right now. I'm so scared we're not gonna get him, clearly. This one's really hard. And I've used a potion too, which is supposed to make it a little bit easier, but yeah, not really right now. Come on. How much stamina is this gonna take away from me? Well, that's a great cast, so if this doesn't work, then I don't know. Yay! Bye-bye. Ibublio always works. Hi, Newt. Ah, can I just like jump through the screen and give him a hug? I would totally love to do that. One day, maybe. One day. So there is our first fragment for Newt Scamander. For him, you need 15. So a little bit more than Bellatrix Lestrange, that's for sure. So we got some extra XP there for obviously the first time, sort of, I call it catching him, but I guess it's saving him. I'm not quite sure the proper terminology maybe that I should be using, but I'll figure it out as we go along. I always say catching because it reminds me a little bit of like Pokemon Go and stuff like that. This game is very, very similar in a lot of ways. There are a lot more details though to this, obviously, than Pokemon Go for sure. So we have ranked up here. Ooh, and we got a runestone and some scrolls. So I'll show you guys in a little bit what we do with those scrolls. So this is, what is it? The Wizarding World Treasure Trunk? Wonders of the Wizarding World. Yeah, okay. For the treasure trunk. Okay, cool. So that's what we leveled up here. So what's this one? Aw, it's a baby hippogriff. Aww. They're so cute. I wish we could have been able to see those in the Harry Potter films way back. That would have been amazing. I mean, Buckbeak was awesome, but, you know. All right, there we go. The baby hippogriff has been returned to Hogwarts grounds. So we only need 1 fragment for that one, so that's good. I think I've already came across this one before. Maybe once or twice, but okay, there we go. Caught it, and it's done. So it wasn't obviously the first one. If it was the first one, it would say place image, especially if you only need 1. If you need multiple, then that's a little bit different, obviously. All right, so this is my daily assignments here. So every single day, guys, we have daily assignments that we have to do. If you guys aren't sure how to get there, it's the bottom right-hand corner. You click there. Now, there's also, like, events, and there's SOS. There's, like, a whole bunch of stuff down there. But if you go to the bottom far left one, you can see it was gold and selected. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can do every day, and you can get, like, additional stamina and gold and obviously ingredients that are a little bit maybe more difficult sort of to find just like out on the streets and stuff like that. So mind the gaps. You practice against an armored dueling dummy, focusing your spells on precise points of weakness. This work increases your chance of successful landing a critical cast in combat. So this is what we do with our scrolls, guys, okay? This is where we spend it. Our or fundamentals. Now, it depends on what profession you choose, obviously. If you chose to be a professor or a magizoologist, then obviously you're going to be sort of upgrading your skills there. I chose to be an or because, I don't know, I feel like I'd want to be out in the action if I was actually a witch. So, I love that. And then 2, Harry Potter... Well, he could have been one. He should have been one, to be honest. I know he's the magical law enforcement, but he kind of basically is a huge representation of skill in terms of witchcraft. There's Hedwig. We have saved Hedwig. Yes, love it. There we go. So Hedwig has been returned to the Hogwarts Owlry. Yay! Aw, I remember when Hagrid died in the movies. I was like literally so sad. Oh, I could have cried. I think I probably did the first time I saw that. I was like, no! I felt like Hedwig was my owl too. Ooh, the Confoundable. Now this one you actually need quite a few of, and they're a little bit more difficult to sort of find, or at least that's what I found. I find that they appear a little bit more at night. Wow, Bublio is actually really funny. So this is a giant's helmet, okay? And there it is. Or helm, I guess they call it, but it's a helmet. Giant's helm. All right, there we go. We're on our way to level 10. We're not quite there yet. We're almost halfway now, so that's good. And reward summary. So that's the second giant's helm that I've seen. So we're on our way to getting all of them, but not yet. So when we do, we'll be able to place the image, though. Now, this one I have seen quite a few of, especially my first few days playing the game. I've definitely ran into this where I was like, okay, this book literally is everywhere. I don't know what it was about it, but it was crazy. It's a little bit less common now, I find, but I remember the first few days it was just like every other object was this book. So there we go. Let's see here. Are we at 5,000 yet, XP? Not quite. Well, we close. So this is the Quill of Acceptance and Book of Admittance, okay? So this is actually very, very cool because that is what keeps track of when young children become witches or wizards or sort of have, I guess, properties of magic and stuff like that. And that is sort of what lets the wizarding world know, like, okay, this child or whatever has those abilities, so they should be accepted, or at least you should consider accepting them into, obviously, a school like Hogwarts or something like that. So that is what's very cool about that particular book. And maybe that's something that wasn't really discussed ever really throughout the Harry Potter books or films, but it was definitely something that I kind of was more interested a little bit later, like when I was looking at Pottermore and stuff like that. You kind of come across some different things. Two Fantastic Beasts has a lot of different stuff, not that kind of information, but definitely a lot on magical creatures. And we got something different here with the baby hippogriff. We got Penelope's scarf as well. So it's a Slytherin scarf. So Penelope, I believe, is Grimm's wife, from what I remember. It's not Penelope Clearwater or anything from the books. So Grim Folly, okay. So let's read it here. An old scarf in Slytherin house's colors. The edges are frayed and tattered, and there are several holes in the scarf. Okay. Long forgotten scarf. Alright, who's this? Mathilda Grimblehawk. This was Penelope's scarf. After she went missing, Grim would wear it every day, even in the summer. Okay. I always found it a bit sad. He missed her so much. How long has she been gone is more the question. But it also started feeling a bit pathetic, if I'm honest. She's not very nice. Penelope's scarf. So basically, guys, if you go into your registry, you can read about the scarf again. It literally, I just read that, so I won't read it again. But it's just like, oh, it's an old Slytherin holy scarf. All right, let's see here. What's next? Ooh, the Marauders map. I'm always surprised that lightning is after this one. I'm just like, wouldn't somebody be trying to get a hold of it? It's something like I could see Filch definitely wanting or something like that, but maybe not the rain. Wow, my casting is bad. I don't know what I was doing there, but we must stop the storm. Yay, we did it! So we have overpowered the Confoundable, and it has been returned to Harry Potter. Yay! Yay, we're over 5,000. Ooh, that's 4 pieces to the Marauders map. I guess we've already placed that one. What is this guy? I totally forgot I'd seen this. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I totally forgot what. But that was really easy. Is it a baby horse? It has been returned. Oh, the baby unicorn has been returned to the Forbidden Forest. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember now, because baby unicorns actually don't turn white until they are more in like their adult years. So they are kind of more of like a goldish color. They can even be more of like a black up until, again, they mature, and then that's when they start to turn white. So, yeah. I guess I should have thought about that. I think it was the missing horn. I was thinking it would more look like an Abraxan without wings. The ball. Looks like the Daily Prophet stand. So the Mediolo Jinx is what we've got to use for this. Hey Joel, hey Amanda, how's it going? Thanks for tuning into the stream. You missed the beginning, Amanda. We saw Bellatrix, and we what was the other one that was a really big deal that I literally was about to say and I just totally blanked? Well, the unicorn, baby unicorn, and it totally just slipped my mind. All right, so this is the Daily Prophet stand. I'll think about it. It was something amazing. Oh, that's going to bother me now that I can't remember. Welcome back. You'll find portkey portmanteaus scattered about the world. Many of the foundables you can return through portkeys cannot be found anywhere else. When you find a portkey portmanteau, remember to use a key to activate it. Okay, so this is about portkeys. I have done a bunch of portkeys now, guys. I do have some clips for you. I won't be showing you them today, but we will definitely be seeing them very soon. All right, so basically now around on the map, there are going to be portkeys that we can, or portkey portmanteaus. Basically, it's because it's a portmanteau until you walk it, and then once you've unlocked it, then you've unlocked the portmanteau and reveal a portkey. So, in other words, it's the casing around the portkey is just called the portmanteau. I was a bit confused by that at the beginning. I was like, what? I was like, what's a portmanteau? But yeah, it's literally just the casing. That's okay, Amanda. No worries. You can always catch up on it. No problem. I'm assuming if you mean the DMK one. That was for the Princess Dressing Room. Ooh, we have ranked up Hogwarts School. So Hogwarts School Treasure Trunk. So now we have a level 2 runestone, which we can use at the fortresses. Hey, Juniper and Joel. How's it going? I'm doing amazing. Super pumped for more DMK later. I have the games here, technically, both of them, both kingdoms. Not that I'm going to be checking them, but I will be keeping a rough eye to make sure, like, that everything is at least moving along. All right, so there we go. Ministry of Magic Treasure Trunk. So we've actually got another level 2 runestone. Oh, awesome, Amanda. So you're up to date with what's going on in the kingdoms, I guess. Hopefully you saw the leaks too for the Tower Challenge for TC7. I should be calling it TC now, but yeah, I'm not that cool yet. All right, let's check here. So these are the oddities that I was talking about, guys, that we are going to be sort of finding throughout the map and stuff like that, and we actually have to duel. Now, the Giant's Helm, which is something you guys saw me battle earlier, is an abnormally large combat helmet fit for a giant. The Great Giants' Wars took place before the end of the 19th century, and the conflict is an OWL level subject matter in the History of Magic curriculum. So, in other words, guys, you need to learn about the Giant Wars and stuff like that. Obviously throughout your time at Hogwarts, but it is important that you know it for your OWL. So you take those in your 5th year at Hogwarts, usually, I mean, unless you've had some issues or something, but typically most students take it in their 5th year. There's very few that don't. And then NEWTs, they come after that. I believe it's in your 6th or 7th year, again, depending how clever you are, usually. I believe Hermione Granger took hers a little bit early. Now, she technically, guys, a lot of us knew that Harry, Ron, Hermione left after their 6th year. They didn't do their 7th year. Actually, Hermione was the one that went back to Hogwarts and ended up doing an additional year or whatever, her 7th year after they had defeated Voldemort and stuff like that. Again, something maybe not everybody knows, but definitely something I think that is pretty cool for sure. Okay, so let's see. I think I've got some stuff here that I have to collect. Penelope's wand. I think I got this at some point, but I don't even remember. The wand is willow, 12.5 inches long, with a dragon heartstring core. There's a large spindling crack down the middle. That doesn't sound good. I don't know if she's still alive, if she doesn't have her wand and she's been missing for a while. Like, this is really weird. This is one of the 5 that apparently we are trying to find. Now, I believe she was an Auror from what I understand. I'm still learning about Grimm and Penelope, but from what I understand, guys, is Grimm and Penelope were married. Grimm is the one that has sort of like made a big mess, hence why we have to play the game. So, method in the Mad Eye. You are shown a series of training techniques inspired by Mad Eye Moody, which require you to stay on your feet and defend yourself for over an hour. The session increases the amount of damage you can withstand in combat. So, guys, this is one of those ones that is going to help me out here with my profession. So, this is definitely going to help me out in the fortresses and stuff like that. So, we saw the other one earlier. I'd given some scrolls. Now I collected some more, as you guys saw from the trunks and stuff like that. So now I'm, again, just trying to level up. So the port keys are here, guys. As you guys can see, I've done a whole bunch. I'm still missing 2. So once I get those other 2 done and I walk them and stuff like that, then I will do a whole bunch of port keys in a row for you guys so you can see sort of what happens with those port keys. The other thing is, too, you need to make sure with the port keys, though, I did do one just to test it out because I was a little bit skeptical on how it worked and stuff like that. And I had tried a couple of times when I was recording and it was like a big mess. So I decided to just do one just on its own, just for fun. And yeah, you really have to make sure you've got some space around you and Sometimes if you're not holding the phone, like your device, I guess, for me it's my phone straight up, like in front of you, then it's not going to work. As you begin to face more difficult confoundables and challenges, you'll find potions to be a near necessity. So now we are brewing potions. So I'm going to go over a whole bunch of stuff here with you guys to help you out. We've made a second optional golden cauldron available for rent. This will give you the opportunity to brew more potions if you wish. So this one, though, you actually have to use your gold for, I believe, to purchase some uses. So I would say you probably don't need it. At least right now in the game you don't. The golden cauldron works just like your other cauldron, but it brews a bit faster. Now, if you have the master notes, then you don't have to worry about that, okay, guys? The master notes, once you brew a potion 3 times and you do those notes, then again, you'll reduce your brewing time by 15%. You can rent it for different lengths of time depending upon your needs. Again, I haven't found a real need for it, but I'm sure once the game, they start putting out more updates, I'm sure they will make it so that you'll really want to. So for 1 day, it's 90 gold, 3 hours, 15, and so on. So they are giving us a free trial run with this for 3 hours. So where that little hand is actually pointing, that indicates the amount of time that you have with this rented cauldron, okay? So just keep that in mind. Google Play Store won't allow me to download the app. Oh no! Are you trying to do it on like a computer or are you trying to do it on like your phone? You should do it on your phone. You have 200 subs. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you guys. Woo, we're doing it. We have 15 members in our guild now. Oh, for Disney's Heroes Battle Modes? Yes, we're doing that too. Crushing it. We are becoming a little bit of a troop, aren't we? Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually, the amount of people we have right now, considering. All right, so there is the gold one. Now, this is just your regular cauldron which is pewter, which is what you require when you go to Hogwarts. So the Extimulo potion there is like a 2-hour one. It's pretty quick. And I'm doing the longer ones on this one. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, though, once the time runs out. Because this one is 2 hours, 41 minutes. And I have it for 2 hours, 58 minutes. And then it's going to start brewing the healing one. So what does it do? Like, just stop it? Does it give me back the ingredients? Or does it take them away? I'm going to try and keep an eye on that. The first time I tried, had the free rent, I didn't notice. But I will keep an eye in the future.
Any true potions master knows that the number and order of stirs, even the way that you stir, can have a profound effect on the resulting potion.
She sounds like Merida. Personally.
Your ministry-supplied cauldron will brew a fine potion if left alone. But a true potions master knows that proper manipulation of the mixture while brewing will yield the best results. When you're brewing a potion, it's useful to experiment with different gestures. When master notes are used 3 times, the sequence will be permanently entered into your master notes for future reference.
I kind of just said that. She didn't explain it early enough, see? Now, how do you get to that point that you have to actually click the handle on your cauldron, or the handle that's in your cauldron? You can refer to the info page to see the gestures that can affect this cauldron. So definitely click that, guys, if you're not sure what to do. I have found it is not overly difficult.
If you attend to a potion while it is brewing, try out the gestures on this list. You may hit upon a sequence that has positive effects, and you'll become a potion master in no time.
I would recommend once you get it the first time, just take a screenshot of that potion so you can always go back to it and you don't have to keep testing them out over and over and over again. Hey, Maddie. Brew potions by combining ingredients and setting them to simmer in a cauldron. You can queue up multiple potions to brew in succession. Each potion has a set of master notes, gestures that allow you to brew more effectively. Experiment with different gestures to find the proper sequence. After 3 successful attempts, a potion's master's notes is permanently added to its recipe for you to reference. So this is what I was talking about in terms of the reference notes, okay? Or the master reference notes. Is there's a whole bunch of different commands and stuff you can do. So for example, shake your device. There's tapping your device. There's when you see the circle gestures up towards the top, you just literally just go like this in a circle. You can go clockwise, counterclockwise, swipe up, swipe down, swipe to the side. There's obviously the pinching and zooming. So you just basically trace out with your fingers and then trace back in. And yes, I do have DMK open. If you guys were wondering what was going on my screen there, it's DMK! I was just checking to make sure the tower was good. It was doing its thing. I got to stay on top of it during my my awake hours. Yep. Definitely need to do that. Okay, so again, these are the master notes, guys. Again, they are there. You can use or access those kind of references at any time. So don't worry about that. So basically, once you see the screen here, up at the top, those 3 question marks, that's where your master notes will come in after you've brewed the potion 3 successful times and use those master notes, okay? So here, this is the first time, obviously, I was testing this whole system out. I really wasn't sure what I was doing. There's the tapping, you can see the swiping in, swiping out, swiping in. Oh, there's the circles. I wasn't sure if I had to go at a certain speed. It is a little bit speed sensitive, so I'd recommend going at a decent pace. So there, I found it's a swipe up twice. Come on, swipe up. You got it right the first time. Oh, come on. I'm sure it was swipe up twice. Let's see how many times it takes me to get this. I don't think I noticed it. I can tell frustration is setting in. Yay, there we go. I'm like, I tried everything. This is actually quite amusing. Yay! So you see, guys, if you guys notice, I did do the actual stirring of the cauldron there. And because I went not fast enough, it didn't register. So yeah, and you can't do anything else to speed up the potion. I thought, oh, I can keep doing it over and over and over again, and this is gonna help speed it up. No, it does not, guys. I was just testing out the system to see how many times I can do it, and I wasn't sure if I had to keep doing it or what was going on. Go me. First attempts on this. I was like, I can't stir it like this for an hour and 35 minutes. This is crazy. But I totally didn't have to. And I realized that and was like, oh, I haven't figured it out yet. I'm still going. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. So how it works, guys, is for each potion, you have to wait till one's done in order to do those master notes. Just so you know, you can't do the next one, which is what I thought you could do, is you just click the next one. And I was obviously getting very frustrated going like, why can't I get the other potion? Because you have to wait till the one is done, and then you can go back in. So if you're not going to check your game about every hour and a half or whatever for those potions, and it doesn't make any difference. Now this one here in the gold cauldron, this is the invigoration drought. Now there are 4 question marks in this one, so this one is a little bit more difficult. So we'll see how I do on this one. It's probably going to take me several tries. Well, I already got 2 of them. We'll just watch my very, very sad attempts over and over and over again. Kind Hufflepuff, if you can't get it on your phone, try going to your app store. That's how I did it. And what device do you play on? How goes the quest for Bonsai? Bonsai's going fine, I guess. The progress isn't going as fast as I would have liked, but it is going. So, well, sometimes I just want to say such a nerd, but then I remember we don't know each other that well, and I don't want to offend you. That's fine. I know I'm a bit of a nerd. I know it. Totally know it. So there's the invigoration drought, guys. 15% faster when you do those master notes. They will stay up there, as I said, though, permanently once you've done it 3 times, okay? Or brewed that potion 3 times. So that's why I say do the screenshots if you guys want to be able to remember. Something like the Extumulo potion, it's a little bit easier to remember, but yeah. So that potion improves your spell cast in traces and wizarding challenges. So that lasts 3 spell casts. So basically for any of the co-foundables or anything like that, or any duels, it doesn't really matter. It'll help you out. Bitter root is used. The Rheum blood, so it's rare and valuable. The snowdrop, and of course the Granian hair. All right, so it comes from a magnificent winged stallion. Very, very cool. Hi, Gabriel. Okay, so you need 1 of each of those to brew it. And again, this one is relatively quick. It's only 2 hours. With the 15%, it's a little bit less. So this is the Invigoration Drought. So it grants 1 focus for casting strategic spells in wizarding challenges. So this is the one you want to use when you go into fortresses and stuff like that. I am brewing one right now for the first time. That's one of the ones we were looking at there in the gold cauldron. So you need honey water. You need vervin infusion, scurvy grass, and lovage. Okay, so lovage, though, unfortunately, I don't have any more of. And as you can see underneath, the master notes are there. There are question marks right now, again, because I haven't done it the 3 times. But once you brew it 3 times and do those master notes, they will stay there permanently. So when you go to show your potions and stuff like that or look at them, you will see it there. Oh, it's okay, kind Hufflepuff. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. I couldn't download the app through Google Play Store either. Really? Okay, well then, don't you guys have an app store on Android? I don't know a lot about Android personally, but I would assume you guys have an app store that you guys can download from, right? All right, so I am doing a fortress right now. So I don't know if I've showed you guys me doing a fortress yet. I don't think so, from what I remember. But yeah, I'm going up against an Urkling. Urklings move a little bit. They're not as difficult as pixies to do in the fortress, but they are a little bit tougher for sure. They definitely do a good amount of damage on you. How you know which ones are a little bit tougher depends on the amount of stars they have. This one is a 2-star, and this is a formidable dark wizard. I don't find them particularly difficult. They don't tend to move that much. Now, again, it depends on your tracing. Sometimes my tracing is a little needs improvement. I'm super bad when I'm not paying attention. So yeah. I do, Gabriel, but I haven't done anything because I wanted to do it on the channel. I've been like holding off, but it's on my list of things to do for July. So July, I've got this whole plan for this channel. We're going to be doing a lot more trivia. We're going to be doing more well, obviously we're going to be starting to do stuff with Potter more, so like choosing the wand and the houses, the Patronus, all that kind of stuff, taking some quizzes. We're also going to be playing the Harry Potter Lego as well, so that is going to be really awesome. Okay, you in fortresses, I'm just going to jump out of that for a second. Juniper, you can do fortresses on your own, or you can do it with somebody. I'm doing it with Peter Potts, obviously, because he's awesome. Totally awesome. So doing that right now. If you guys do, or if you guys are having trouble with that friend sort of, I guess it's like a quest or whatever that we have to do, requirement that is part of the game. I've been giving out my friend code, guys, so that you can add and stuff like that. But I'll share that with you guys in just a second. Anyways, yeah, so I have big plans for the channel for sure to do some more of that stuff. Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery is coming back. I know I had a little bit of a break with it just because of the Wizards Unite stuff, and I've been catching up, as I said, with my backup game because of the clips that I lost going into year 3, which ended up being like quite a lot, guys. I thought it was like, oh, 1 or 2 clips. It was a lot more than that. So I've had a really hard time. So I literally haven't opened my main game for a bit, but I will be continuing with that now that it's just about sorted out. Again, that one, it's going to be a little bit different and stuff. And again, it is going to be my backup game. So there are going to be like, I'm not going to make huge improvements on that or anything like that. I'm not going to do any of the events. So if I lose clips in the future and I may not have the costumes or whatever, but I'll still do what I can to sort of make the best of it for sure. So yeah, we'll be going back to Delphi Augury, attending Hogwarts, which is going to be super fun. I miss playing it, guys, super bad. Maybe we'll be in the same house. Maybe. I know I'm a natural born Gryffindor. But I feel like Delphi is like rubbing off on me a little bit with the whole Slytherin thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been playing too much Delphi. All right, so okay, I did want to point out, guys, is we get certain things when we battle in the fortresses. And you guys are probably wondering, how are you getting like these certain books, or you get certain stuff when you go in? It's because of the rune stones. Depending on the rune stone that you use, you will get different rewards. So that is just something obviously to think about. Yes, quizzes are coming back. Absolutely. Also, Disney Girl is going to be doing some quizzes, but again, that's saved for July. I thought June was going to be a good month, but I think with all the changes and stuff like that that's going on and the Baby Kingdom right now, I'm going to leave it till July. I was going to wait till like mid-June, but no, I'm going to push it to July now, and then that way things will run a little bit more smoothly. You don't like Wizards Unite, you prefer Pokemon Go. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think some of the graphics, I think I was a little bit surprised on. Obviously, seeing them in battle is amazing, but I feel like the map itself, like I was expecting a more high quality, high def map from Pokemon Go, but Pokemon Go like looks way better. And the stops, it doesn't really make sense with Wizards Unite. Like, you can't spin for stamina at fortresses, and then around fortresses, there's usually not any greenhouses or anything like that. And the greenhouses are super hard, so if you're not with people, it doesn't make any sense. I will do like maybe one of the quizzes this month on this channel. Disney Girl, not till July. But we'll be ramping up more quizzes and stuff like that for sure in July. I'm going to try and do one like once a week or once every other week at the very least, instead of leaving it like once a month, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah. Gosh, the howling keeps distracting me. I'm like, just be quiet for 1 second. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So we'll be doing one quiz this month for sure. Absolutely. Oh, I was going to share my friend code with you guys. One of the requirements, like one of the next ones, is to get 20 friends. Now, I've got 12 so far. So if you guys do have the game and you are looking to sort of achieve that goal, again, we can help each other out. My friend code, I will put it here in the chat. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I know I read it out last time. I'll read it out once, but I'll just put it there so that... because I know sometimes on phones, some people have the chat turned off when you watch things. Okay, so it's 3560-5284-5916. Okay, again, it is in the chat if you guys want it, and if you guys are watching this later on, like as a video, again, you can always just scroll back and just hear me say it again if you need to. So yeah, that is my code, and again, you guys can go ahead and add me on there if you want. I have added everybody that's added me so far, so that is pretty awesome. So far, we've got Disney Boy, JC, Manisa, Tay, Mystic Dragon, Cooks Gaming, or Gamers, Jack, I don't know how to say that, Musa, Kramsky, Ellen6, Moody Cub, Little Haffy, and Peter Potts. Yeah, actually, I think I do have... hold on one second here. I'm pretty sure I have one that I can share with you guys right now. Okay, yeah, I do have another code here. I was going to incorporate it in my video, but I don't have a good enough quality image of it because they didn't just take a screenshot. But Peter Potts, I will give you guys the code as well, so you can add as a friend if you need it, okay? Just making sure that I got it right here. There we go. Okay, so my code was 3560-5284-5916, and Peter Potts is somebody else you guys can add. And theirs is 885293985520. And if you guys are like, oh, I don't want to add somebody I don't know, well, guess what, guys? Peter Potts is Swirly Pops. So, yeah, don't even worry about it. Technically, Peter Potts is my mom. It's Disney mom. So, yeah, you guys can totally go ahead and add her if you want. So don't be sketched. What is it with these werewolves? They're so loud and distracting. Hi, Rainbow Dash. Will you play Pokemon Masters when it launches? That's on Nintendo Switch, right? I've been if that's when you're talking about, I have been considering it. I'll play it on Swirly though. That's kind of where we're like doing all that kind of stuff right now. Oh, yay! Okay, I'll check my game to see. Yep, I got it. I'm not going to accept it just this very second, though. I will, for sure. I usually include them in my screen recordings. And so when I next play the game and record, then I will definitely add you, okay? So don't think I'm ignoring it or anything or not going to add you or reject it. I literally just do it so that I can do a whole bunch of clips at once. And then, yeah. What didn't you see coming? Me playing Pokemon Masters? Oh, it will be on the smartphone? What's the one then that's going to be on Nintendo Switch? I don't know. Pokemon Masters? I'm going to check. Maybe I do know about that one and I'm just being a bit silly. When is it coming out? Okay, I'm going to read about it later because it looks really interesting. I don't know if I knew about this one. Oh, yeah? You guys are excited about Delphi, eh? I think, Amanda, you said that to me, too, the other day. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, but I think my mom does, so I can always borrow it from her. I have an Xbox. That's where, I know I did play, at first I played Kingdom Hearts on the PS4, but my mom has, like, a PS4 too and stuff like that, so, I didn't have the Xbox at the time. That was something I kind of, like, upgraded myself to. What will be this community day? It just popped up in the game. I haven't had any pop-up, but my mom did actually, I know my mom's like super on top of things. She did send me something about it in my email. I don't know why my game doesn't, like, sometimes I don't get all the stuff, like, right away. And I've closed it and reopened it, so not totally sure. But apparently there is something coming, and it is on July 20th, okay? So it is coming up in just 10 days. We are going to be getting more information about that in the coming week, I would say, at most, probably the next couple of days. My guess is it's probably Friday where we're going to be getting a little bit more info. So I will be doing a stream on Friday, as usual, and we'll be doing that for sure. Okay, my mom's young and cool. It's horrible. She's awesome though. She's into these games just as much as I am. I mean, I don't think she's like into the details as much as I am, but like, I mean, I'm hardcore on like knowing everything and like all that kind of stuff, but she's just like, oh yeah, I want to try it. It looks cool. Let's do it. I'm like, okay. She's the BFF in my life, so yeah. It's cool. We share the same interests. It's nice. I did get her into gaming a bit though, but that's okay. Well, she'll say it the other way around. She got me into gaming. But yeah. That's not what happened. Okay, so yeah. So you guys do want me to do more of you won't see it. You're her kid. I do think she's cool. Just, yeah. You know. Oh my gosh. I remember when I came across the Demiguise, guys, and I was so upset when this happened. I know how this ends. I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a big moment. And then this happens. Wait for it. It's gonna happen. I just want to cry every time I rewatch that clip. It's so sad. Ooh, there are the portkey portmanteaus, guys. So you guys, if you didn't know, there are different lengths of them as well. The portkeys that you can get, you can get like a 7K one or a 2K one. So it just depends on like which ones you get and stuff. It doesn't seem though like you can toss them away. So it's like one of those things, you have no choice. You kind of have to walk it. But yeah, I guess kind of like Pokemon eggs and Pokemon Go. But yeah. There's the Graphorn. Now this thing, honestly, every time I see it, like I feel so bad, but it freaks me out as a magical creature. I'm just like, I don't know, whoever came up with this must have been on something. It's just crazy. Like what a mixture of Like, what a breed. I don't know whether to be scared of it or want to actually be friends with it. But it is a young Graphorn, guys. So this is a magical creature. Isn't there a potion that makes the chances of them disappearing lower? Yes, there is. However, I didn't know, and I didn't actually have one brewed. So that was why that happened. Yeah, the unicorns can do that. There's actually one that I saw. It was, what was the one, the most recent one that happened to me? Let me think here. Oh gosh, here we go again with me forgetting something. I don't know where my brain's at tonight. I'm not tired. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. I like am half seeing the creature, but it's like blurring in my own mind. It'll probably come to me like later tonight when we're doing DMK, and I'll be like, oh yeah, it was that. And you guys will be like, really? You couldn't remember it? It took you like an hour or two to think of it? Yeah. It's fine. I know, Peeves. Peeves you do need a lot of, though. I have caught a couple of Peeveses, but he does take a little while. I don't know Pirasa's the poltergeist name in English. Oh, it's Peeves. Peeves. Peeves the poltergeist at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Ooh, that's the last beater's bat. Yes. Oh yeah. I love when I get the final fragment. It's always so awesome. Hashtag goals. Oh, I really need to stretch, guys. Oh, I need somebody to like pull on my obnoxiously long arms. You know when like someone comes up behind you and will pull your arms back like that and it feels so nice? I totally need somebody to do that right now. I know I could do the same thing in a doorway, but yeah, I gotta wait a little bit. Beater's bat. So I've seen 5 but only caught 4. So in Quidditch, beaters use these magnificently reinforced bats to redirect the animated iron bludgers away from their fellow teammates, and preferably towards the rival team. Bludgers were once made of rock, but their tendency to damage players, well, yeah. It just shattered every time as well. Like, it was the rocks, it had a tendency to shatter, so it inspired like a redesign. But also too, I can imagine that would be super dangerous for wizards, right? You hit it, it shatters, you know, in midair, it's like flying rocks everywhere. Yeah, I could imagine that being super dangerous. Obnoxiously long. Hey, I'm not that tall, but I can reach things in very high places, and that is thanks to these bad boys. It makes my shoulder press look amazing, too. Sorry, off topic. Oh, kind Hufflepuff. Kind of off topic. Well, we're on an off topic roll right now. Should I get The Incredibles, Princess and the Frog, or The Little Mermaid Legendary Chest? Are there all 3 available? Standard Book of Spells. The Standard Book of Spells by Miranda Goshawk is a collection of spells divided into 7 separate books corresponding to each year of wizarding school. It includes typically spells such as the Mending Charm, the Wand Lighting Charm, and the Levitation Charm. So, for example, Lumos, Wingardium Leviosa. See, I'd be a perfect witch. See, Wingardium Leviosa. Make the ga nice and long. The swish and flick. Okay. Anyways, I'm done. So, those are some of the things that you'll find in the Standard Book of Spells. Again, going with the off-topic thing, if those are all available, I would go for probably The Little Mermaid for a couple of reasons. You'll need it for the most points for Chapter 3 of the Tower Challenge. 2, you have a lot of time to level up the characters that you do get to help you out with the challenge. And 3, it is an awesome collection, great dialogue, so much fun, and I don't know, I love animated Ariel. She's so cool. So cool, and I hope you do get her. You really do need animated Prince Eric, though. You totally need him, because Prince Eric, I don't know why I just said animated twice. Animated Ariel and animated Prince Eric. I have no idea. Anyways. It's an animated day. If you get Prince Eric, he's going to be the one that doesn't get tired, right, when you challenge a tower, so totally worth it. I don't know if there's going to be a Little Mermaid chest. I haven't seen anything. But I mean, there should be Little Mermaid chests. There is Incredibles, obviously. There is probably going to be Princess and the Frog, and there's probably going to be Little Mermaid. The only one that we haven't come across yet, actually, is The Lion King, which I find just super bizarre that we haven't got that yet. I'm hoping that we'll get it maybe at the start of Chapter 2 or something like that, because I would like to get Simba, like, in a legendary chest. I just feel like it's fair. Did you read the Cursed Child book? Yes, I did. That's what inspired me to go with Delphi, and that's why I went with Delphi Augury, because Delphi Riddle you can't use, or Riddle as a last name, sorry, you can't use in HPHM, so that's why I went with that. My favorite character is Scorpius Malfoy. He is so cute in my mind, at least, because the actor is far from being cute. Gabriel. You know what I would love to do? I read it, and I remember when I was reading it, I was just in hysterics about the two of them, Albus and Scorpius. I was like, oh my god. I would love to do a live read for all of the HP books, do some of the voices, and give a little bit of animation to those characters. Because, like, again, there is no movie, and unless you've gone to see the Cursed Child play, there's nothing to go off of. So, yeah. I would have liked if Stephen Fry had have done the reading for that, because he did it for all the Harry Potter books, and it was amazing. Nobody did a better job than Stephen Fry for the reading of the Harry Potter books. And yes, I have managed to get through all of the audiobooks at some point in my life, so yeah, amazing. Elastigirl's costume is out from the legendary chest. I still think they will do a costume chest. It's actually out? I didn't even think to look. That's horrible. Why? Oh my gosh. Why would they do that? That's my question there. Why would they do that? I love listening to it. Oh, it's so good. It's hard to get a hold of, though. Like, it's super expensive, but they're amazing. Like, totally worth it. Absolutely. Like, the movies are great, but there is just something about the audiobooks that are, like, on another page. Ooh, this is the Weasley clock. Oh, it left. What? So the hands actually on the Weasley clock tell you roughly where the witch or wizard is. Well, basically just the members of the Weasley family. Now, it does have the one option of mortal peril. And mortal peril, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I don't think that's a place. That's a state of being. So I don't know why that one ended up getting on there, like school or work, but mortal peril? What if you're at work and you're in mortal peril? Is that when it goes? Can you have two? You can only have one hand. So does it like rush back and forth between the two, sort of signifying like help, help? And then imagine how many times Ron Weasley's hand would have been at school and then in mortal peril in first year, second year, third year, fourth year. There were so many times. I could imagine that clock. Like, I would just love to see Mrs. Weasley, like, his reaction, just being at home going, what has Ron done now? I'm surprised he didn't get more howlers. All right, so I have leveled up to a level 10. What is awesome about leveling up is you do get gold and keys, potions, all that kind of stuff. Dark detectors, which I haven't tested out yet, but I know I've saved up a bunch of them now. The keys for the port keys are great, so that you have one standard gold one, which you can constantly use, but the other ones, they do wear out after one use. You've reached a milestone of magical mastery. Confoundables will now be easier to overcome. Remember, potions are very useful when facing a particularly difficult situation. Why does this look like the Weasley clock? Just not the Weasley clock. I don't know. That's crazy. Wait, find the book where, Amanda? The Cursed Child book? Or like, I mean, a live read. I don't know how many people did live reads, to be honest, when that book came out. I know it was super popular where I am. We had like a whole day about it and stuff. It was crazy. Or night. Ooh, you know what I do have to do, guys? Oh, I better check quickly. I bet you anything. Is Mickey done? Oh, he's still got 15 minutes. And he still has that other 2-hour quest. Okay, so I think I messed up a little bit, guys, with the Baby Kingdom. I just want to let you guys know. Mickey may not be able to do that other kingdom quest because it's another 2 hours. And I'm not going to be on here for another 2 hours. So we're looking at probably around 8:15 probably then. Does that match up? Yeah, I guess 8:15. How do you guys feel about that for the stream on the Mini Kingdom? Is that going to be too late? That's in like about two hours. Maybe 8:30 I'll actually probably be, because I have to schedule the stream by the half hour. I wish they would do it by the 15 minutes, but they don't. You can schedule a video by the 15 minutes, but you can't schedule a stream by the 15 minutes. It has to be by the half hour. So it's like, okay. Ooh, Gareth Greengrass. One thing that is interesting, we can easily divide the Foundables into very clear groupings. I feel like he needs a very deep voice. I've just been reading them in mine, but I would like to do some voice stuff for fun. You mean the families? Yes, there seems to be some pattern. Ultimately, it probably won't match up exactly with what you lot have defined in the registry. But whoever cast this spell had something very specific in mind. Question is what? That's what I would like to know. Ooh, a serpent! A horned serpent, guys. Now, these things are typically found at night, just so you guys know. Same with the vampires. A lot of these oddities are found in the evenings or, again, in the middle of the night. I know it's not always convenient for everybody to check your games and stuff like that at those times, but I would say like, I'd probably say around this time of day, so like 6 p.m. Or later, you definitely get a bit of a weather change usually and stuff like that, or when your sunset tends to happen in your area, and you'll definitely get a higher level of oddities. Now, again, it's not like for sure that that's going to happen, but usually I've come across some pretty cool stuff, again, like vampires and horned serpents and that sort of stuff at night. So I would probably do that, guys, if you guys want them. Minerva. Oh. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think of it that way. Alright, that's okay, Juniper. No worries. We're almost actually done this one. Just about. Minerva is Minerva McGonagall. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Gabriel. See you soon, okay? Alright, so now we are on to an Urkling in the wild. So this is another one of those ones that you typically find at night. Again, they can be found during the day, but they're more common at night. At least that's what I've found. So the Urkling tends to do a little bit more damage. They're a little bit faster. Vampires do quite a bit. Horned serpents do quite a bit. Pixies tend to not maybe as much. But again, that's usually more for fortresses that you come across pixies. But yeah. Scar's ears hats are very difficult to collect just in general. They're difficult. He's the villain. He's the last character. That's how they used to do not Tower Triumphs, limited time events. So that is probably why they're more difficult. Again, the villain used to be the last character you collect. Now these days it tends to be the princess. So for example, like Moana or Ariel, or like I think it was the very first limited time event I did, the Snow White one, which was when you collected Snow White, what was it, second last, and then you would collect the Evil Queen last. So technically she was the most difficult character to get, but I think what ended up happening is that people wanted the princesses more so than the villains, so they switched it so that they made it a little bit more difficult for you to actually get them. I think that's why. And then too, with all these comfy costumes, I think it makes sense to have the princess as the last character. So yeah, that's okay, Gabriel, no worries. Yeah, the ears hats aren't dropping, I don't think, until chapter 2. I think that's what I figured out for Bonsai. Ooh, ew, do you guys know what that one is? Neville takes it to Hogwarts in, what was it, the fifth year at Hogwarts? Yup. Okay, anyways, that was the branch for Bowtruckles, but yeah, that plant is not nice. I mean, it's not like it does anything, it's just Bubotubus is disgusting. So gross. So gross. The Lion King event was my first event in the game. Oh, I wish I could have done that. That would have been so cool. Oh, the bones? I have a couple of the bones. I have a couple of the ears hats only because of the bundle with Ed. You did get a couple of ears hats with that, so. Oh, there's the Weasley clock again. And I got it this time. Yay! Da, 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 da. Oh, we only need one fragment of it. The question is that my first one that I've ever got? First spell cast, good cast. No, okay, so I have seen one, I guess, before then. Well, I mean, I've seen one, but whether it was added. Place image. So I think it is actually making me place the Weasley clock and the Ministry memos. So what is in the Ministry memos is the question here. All right, so we'll start with the memos. Okay, a memo from Grim Folly addressed to Harry Potter. I've never asked anything of you before, but this is Penelope. If you aren't willing to bend the rules for yourself, then do it for her. Harry, I'm begging you. She's out there. I know it. Please. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for him. Like, I know he's ruining the Wizarding world, but at the same time, I feel super bad for him. I feel super bad. Grimm started as a researcher. That's where he met Penelope. He was quiet, but had a wicked sense of humor. This is Harry. I can't believe I'm reading it in my own voice. But when she went missing, he changed. I think a piece of him broke. In this letter, he was asking me to break ministry protocol, to break the law. I wasn't willing to do that. Harry, how many times have you broken school rules and the law? Jeez. Well, I guess now as magical law enforcement, you probably can't do that now because that would be horrible. So here are a bunch of the ministry memos. So the biggest thing I think with this is the order that these actually go in. I don't actually know. Hopefully I did the imaging right for when I get to read them. I can't remember whether I figured it out or not. So yeah, we've read the first one. Council decision, a memo addressed to Gareth Greengrass from Grim Folly. So this is after the first one that I just read. You promised me you'd do everything in your power to find Penelope. No expense spared, you said. But the council closed the investigation. You're on the bloody council. Please convince them to reopen the investigation. If not for me, then for Nell. Who is Nell? Who is Nell? Penelope's file. A ministry memo addressed to Harry Potter from Grim Folly. Potter, my request to obtain my wife's file has been denied. It is my right to have access to that information. Is this how your department treats its fellow Aurors? Ignore they even existed? Bearing a grieving husband from the closure he deserves is low, even for you, Potter. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I do remember you, Laura. Okay, so this is a note from Gareth Greengrass addressed to Grim Folly. Grim, I put in a recommendation that you take time off from work. No one is expecting you to go about your day as if nothing has happened. You need time to grieve. We all do. You know Penelope would want you to take care of yourself. For the kids, Gareth. Investigations cost. Filed with the accounting department, a memo written by Grimm. That budgetary concerns were the reason behind closing the London 5 investigation. As you can see in the attached itemized list, the cited reason does not correlate to the actual spending costs. Is this just intentional or accidentally stupid? No reply to the memo was sent. Yikes. Ouch. Oh, okay. Well, doesn't sound like that went very well. I really don't think that went well, guys. Okay, Gareth Greengrass. I broke the news to Grimm about the investigation's closure about an hour before it was public. He did not take it well. He doesn't seem to take anything very well. Honestly, it hurt me. I saw Penelope as something of a daughter. She was smart, ambitious, stubborn, delightful. Her disappearance nearly destroyed me with grief, but it had been years. Whew. Okay. That is sad. That is so sad. So they have kids, Penelope and Grimm. Question is, how many? And where are they? And why isn't that becoming the main focus right now? What do you think about all this? Is Harry Potter handling this properly? Should more things be done? Should the London 5 investigation open again? All of this stuff, guys. What do you think should be done? Is Harry Potter doing the right thing? I don't know. Sorry, what's going on here? The mini kingdom is tonight. It's going to be around like 8:15, 8:30. So that's in about 2 hours from now. Scoliosis? Yes, I do know what that is. Horned serpent. So that's 3 now of 15. All right, guys, we are done the live stream for now. So I will see you guys on the mini kingdom a little bit later on. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Bye.